Hi, third graders! For reading today, we will be working on making predictions. Our target for today is I can make predictions before, during, and after reading. Making predictions means taking the details found in the text and using those to support what you think will happen next. We make predictions using the information we already know and the information from the story. Remember, what you know is called your schema. Schema is also called background knowledge. Information in the story are clues. Predictions are a type of inference. Good readers make predictions before, during, and after they read. Today we will learn how to make predictions about a story using what we know and clues from the text. Here are strategies to be able to do this. Before reading, pause. Look at the cover, title, and illustration. Then ask, what do I know? What clues do I see? What is going to happen in the story? During reading, look at the illustrations and read the text. Pause often. Okay, third graders, let's practice making predictions with our text of the week, The Three Little Pigs by James Marshall. Now, I know I should be making predictions before reading. And here is the strategy I need to do. I need to pause, look at the cover, the title, and the illustration. Think about what I know and then ask myself, what is going to happen in the story? The title is The Three Little Pigs. The cover is showing three little pigs. And what I know about this fable is that there are three little pigs who set out to build their own homes until a wolf comes along. So I bet, like me, you are familiar with this fable, and you too are predicting that these three pigs will build different homes and a wolf will try to blow them down. Let's see if we're right. Once upon a time, an old sow sent her three little pigs out into the world to seek their fortune. Now be sure to write, she said, and remember that I love you. The first little pig met a man with a load of straw. I know, said the little pig. I'll buy your straw and build a house. That's not a good idea, said the man. Mind your own business, thank you, said the little pig, and he bought the straw and set about building a house. It took no time at all. Very soon, a lean and hungry wolf happened by. Pig was just about his favorite food in the world. So he knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me come in. To which the pig replied, no, 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 not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. This annoyed the wolf to no end, and he said, then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Go right ahead, said the little pig. So the wolf huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in and he gobbled up the little pig. The second little pig met a man with a load of sticks. I've got it, said the little pig. I'll buy those sticks and build a house. I'd think twice about that, said the man. Oh, pooh, said the little pig. What would you know? And he bought the sticks and went to work building a house. Very pretty, he said. No sooner had the little pig settled into his pretty house than the wolf happened by. He was still hungry, and he said, little pig, let me come in. To which the little pig replied, "No, no, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." The wolf didn't care for that at all, and he said, "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." "Ha, ha, ha," said the little pig. So the wolf huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in. So far, our prediction is confirmed because look at this. And he gobbled up the little pig. Now, from what I know about the three little pigs, the third little pig, the story will be different. Let's see if we're right. Now, the third little pig met a man with a load of bricks. "These bricks will make a fine, sturdy house," said the man. "Capital idea, my good fellow," said the little pig. So he bought the bricks and set about building a house. It took him quite a bit of time, but it was well worth it. "Nice and solid," said the little pig, "nice and solid." But no sooner had the little pig moved in than he noticed the wolf loitering about. And the wolf, who was still hungry, said, little pig, let me come in." To which the little pig replied, "No, no, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." Well, that wolf had heard that before, and he said, "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." "Oh, don't do that," said the little pig. But the wolf huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed until he was quite blue in the face. The house stood firm. "I'll try another approach," muttered the wolf. Now, so far, our prediction was confirmed. The story is doing as predicted. The three little pigs are building houses, all different, that are either not withstanding the wolf or this one that is holding up to the wolf trying to blow it down. But now it looks like the story is going on further, which is going to require us to make predictions while we read. Let's read on, and as we are examining the text and examining the illustrations, we'll pause and see if we can make predictions during our reading. Okay, readers, here we go. And he put on his most dazzling smile. "Little pig, I was only teasing," he said. "By the way, I hear tell that Farmer Jones has the most scrumptious turnips. Shall we go pick a few?" "Oh, I'm much too busy now," said the little pig. "What about tomorrow morning?" "Excellent," said the wolf. "I'll come for you at 6. The next morning, the little pig got up at 5, hurried off to Farmer Jones' turnip field, picked a basket full of scrumptious turnips, and dashed back home. When the wolf arrived at 6, the turnips were already boiling in the pot. "Sorry I couldn't wait," said the little pig. The wolf tried not to show his displeasure. Now, if you're like me and working hard to be a good reader, then you're working hard to make a prediction during our reading right now. Think about what is happening in the text, the illustrations showing the pig getting up early, and what we know about the third little pig and the wolf to help us to determine what will happen next. You have this graphic organizer in your assignment. You can open it up and type right into it. Record the title and the author, and you'll be recording 3 predictions while you read. And then you'll be checking to see, did your predictions happen in the story? Why or why not? Let's do this first one together. What I think is going to happen next is I think the wolf will try to trick the pig again. Now, the reason I think the wolf will try to trick him again is because what I know about the wolf is that he doesn't give up easy. In fact, he said his favorite food is pig. I also think the pig will outsmart the wolf. Why I think that is because one thing I know about the third pig is he was smart enough to build a sturdy house. Also, in this text right here, he was smart enough to trick the wolf, or outsmart the wolf, I should say, and go and get the turnips early. So I think that this is going to happen again. We're going to read on and see if the predictions happen in the story, why or why not. No harm done, he said. By the way, there is a lovely apple tree down in Merry Meadow. Shall we go help ourselves to a few apples? Oh, I must cook my turnips, said the little pig. Let's meet there tomorrow morning instead. Splendid, said the wolf. Shall we say at 5? The next morning, the little pig was up at 4 and went off for the apples. It took longer than he'd expected to reach Merry Meadow, and while busy gathering apples in the highest tree, he saw the wolf approaching. Do try one of these, he called down, throwing an apple as far as he could. When the wolf chased after the apple, the little pig shimmied down the tree and made it safely home. Okay, to finish filling out my graphic organizer for my first prediction, in this column, I need to answer the question, did your predictions happen in the story? Why or why not? I am going to say yes. My predictions happened. The wolf did try to trick the pig again by getting him to go and gather apples with him. And the pig did outsmart him again by going early to get the apples. And then when he stayed too long, he threw the apple so that he could get away. Let's read on. The next day, the wolf came again. Really, he was quite put out. There's a fair today on Hog Hill, he said. Would you care to go? Why don't we meet there? Said the little pig. Would 3 o'clock suit you? Colossal, said the wolf. 3 it is. Just to make sure he would be there at 2. Now, readers, pause the video and it's your turn. Make a second prediction. Remember, think about what we have read, think about what you know, and ask yourself the question, what is going to happen next? Okay, let's read to find out if your prediction is confirmed. At 1 in the afternoon, the little pig went to the fair and had a fine time, so fine that he lost track of the hour. Suddenly, out of the corner of his eye, he saw the wolf coming up the hill. Without a minute to spare, the little pig jumped inside an empty butter churn and rolled down the hill toward the wolf. Well, the wolf was so scared, he ran all the way home. Okay. Did your prediction happen in the story? Why or why not? I guess I should have added why mine happened. I should have said the pig outsmarted the wolf by throwing the apple. Don't forget to finish your question completely. Okay, after you have recorded, did your predictions happen in the story? Why or why not? You can unpause this video and we'll finish the book together. All right, let's see how the story ends and if we can make one final prediction. That evening, the wolf went to the little pig's house and told him how frightened he'd been by a great round thing that came down the hill. Frightened you, did I? Said the little pig. That great round thing was a butter churn, and I was inside. Well, this was simply too much for the wolf to stand. I've been nice long enough, he cried. I'm going to eat you up right now. And he climbed onto the roof. When the little pig saw this, he put a big iron pot in the fireplace and quickly stoked the fire. Here I come, cried the wolf. Dinner time! Okay, readers, make your final prediction. Remember, think about the text we just read, the illustrations, and ask yourself, what do you know to be true? And then ask yourself, what is going to happen next? And record that prediction under prediction number 3. Okay, let's see what happens next. You can say that again, said the little pig, and he cooked the mean old wolf and gobbled him up. Did your prediction come true? Was it confirmed or was it denied? Did it actually happen in the story? Why or why not? Record that right here. When you're finished filling in your graphic organizer, you will want to glue it into the first page of your reading journal. Fantastic work today. Happy reading.